Hey guys, so did I print this in Photoshop or did I actually earn it? Find out in right after this. Hey guys, how you doing? Here we are at the attempt. This is not the final exam. This is the final test exam, and I cannot connect with the final exam because my webcam has to be used in the final exam, and webcams can only be used in one program at one time. So, or at least I only know how to use it in one program at one time. So, let's get on with this. Let's try this. Attempt the final exam now. So, 50 questions. This might take a while. Okay. Uh, Bacteria that causes foodborne illness are tasteless, smell rotten, discolor food, taste bitter. They're tasteless. Why does it say clear my choice? Bacteria that cause foodborne illness are tasteless. Yes, they are. Okay. Well, I don't know why it's in red, and that's kind of freaking me out. But anyway, the hazard analysis critical control point or HACCP system will help to select one. Find problems with food handling, correct problems in the food handling before foodborne illness occurs, educate your staff in safe food handling methods. Well, it does all of the above. So, again, with the red, they shouldn't do that in red. The microorganisms which cause most foodborne illnesses are select one yeasts, patho- parasites. But this is why I don't think 1 hour is long enough because I'm dyslexic. So anyway, um, parasites, bacteria, viruses. The microorganisms which cause the most foodborne illnesses are bacteria. Again in red. Hmm. A pathogen is contain contaminant, a disease causing microorganism, bacteria used to make yogurt, no, uh, or a type of parasite. It's a disease causing microorganism. Okay, all right. Mechanical ventilation is necessary to help prevent grease buildup on the walls. Yeah, okay. Reduce odors which could attract flies. Flies. Yeah, flies. Remove heat, steam, and fumes from the kitchen. All of the above. I'm gonna go with all of the above. Cook hamburger at a minimum internal temperature of uh, hamburger. Your hamburger is done at 71. There we go. Okay. All right. Which is not an acceptable method to thaw frozen food? Storing in the fridge, placing under running hot water, cooking directly from frozen, using a microwave. Which is not an acceptable method to thaw frozen food. Storing in the fridge is the most one. Placing under running. Oh, hot water. No, 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 no. Definitely not hot water. Cold water, yeah. I'm doing it right now. Actually, I got some chicken running in the sink. You may hear the water running. Um, the correct order to manually clean dishes is rinse, wash, sterilize. Wash, rinse, sterilize. Yes. Wash, sterilize, rinse. No, none of the above. No, wash, rinse, and sterilize. That's the way to do it. Foodborne illnesses is costly because loss of customers. Yeah. Lawsuits for those who become ill. Fines issued through courts. This headset is making my head itchy, guys, and since I'm not preparing food, I'm going to go ahead and scratch my head. Um, it's because my hair is so short and it's being pushed down by the headset. Fine. So I'm going to say all of the above. Okay. If foodborne illnesses is reported to you by one of your customers, you should ask what they drank with their meal, give the customer a refund, ask the customer where else they ate that day, call the health department. If a foodborne illness is reported to you by one of your customers, you should give yeah. I don't know. I think you should call the health department, but I think they want you to ask the customer where else they ate that day. I'd do both. Ask the customer first, and if they didn't eat anywhere else, I'd definitely call the health department. So I'm gonna go with call the health department. It's probably wrong, but I'll take it anyway. Next page. All right. So we got 10 of them done so far. The first symptom of foodborne illness, and this popped up again. The first symptom of foodborne illness intoxication will be hmm, diarrhea, vomiting, fatigue, cramps. The first symptom of foodborne illness intoxication. Foodborne illness intoxication. I think vomiting. Again with the red. Smoking cigarettes. I knew this would be on the test. I knew it. I said to myself, I bet you any money there's going to be at least 5 smoking questions. They hate us. They hate us. Smoking cigarettes is not permitted in food service preparation area because ashes and cigarette butts enter the food. Ashes act as add flavor. Okay, no, I'm only kidding. Hands become contaminated when smoking. Okay, smoking is known to cause cancer. Mm, well, there we go. A and B. That's what you want to hear. That's what I'm going to tell you. The health department must inspect food premises, enforce food safety regulations, act as food safety resource to operators and food handlers, all of the above. Yeah. Uh, Salmonella is a foodborne illness infection which causes stomach cramps and diarrhea, fever, vomiting, nausea, fatigue and sore joints, insomnia, and convulsions. Okay. I know this for a fact because I've had salmonella. Stomach cramps and diarrhea. I didn't have a fever though. What should be done with cooked meat left on the kitchen counter overnight? Throw it out. Throw it out. The purpose of handler training is to make sure kitchens are kept clean, make sure food is safe to eat, make sure restaurants are free of pests. All of the above. We'll go with all of the above. Which food is most likely to cause foodborne illnesses, i.e., which food is most hazardous, high risk? Garden salad, tomato soup, gravy, chocolate cake. Gravy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just double checking. Because tomato soup does have milk. So, so does chocolate cake. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go with gravy. A separate hand washing basin in a food preparation area is important because it prevents contamination of employee uniforms. Employees are encouraged to wash their hands. It prevents contamination of food uh, utensils. All of the above. I'm going to go with all of the above again. Separate hand washing basement. Contamination of food utensils. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to go with that. You can get foodborne illnesses from eating uncooked meats. This can be stopped by partially cooking and meat in advance. No. Thoroughly cooking meat. Yes. Covering raw meat with plastic covers. No. Holding raw meat with plastic gloves. No. Thoroughly cooking meat. Okay. Select one. Which one of these safest way to store raw and ready to eat food in the same fridge? Select one. Side by side, in deep pans, raw food on the bottom, ready to eat food on top shelf. Yeah, that's the way. That's the one. Okay. We got three more to go. Three more pages to go. Employees, again, employees must wash their hands. Select one. Employees must wash their hands after using the washroom, smoking, handling foods. All of the above. All of the above. Uh, if a customer has a food allergy and asks for the ingredients of a dessert which you purchased from a wholesale supplier, select one. Take the dessert box with the ingredients list to the customer. Advise the customer to eat somewhere else. Eat somewhere else! Advise the customer that the information is confidential. Oh, that's my secret recipe. I could never. Ask the customer for written proof that they have food allergies. Take the dessert box to the customer. Yeah. And say, listen, if you get sick, you've seen it, it's your own damn fault. Best way to check the internal temperature of cooking food is by, let's see now, measuring the oven or refrigerator temperature, measuring the temperature of the kitchen, using a probe thermometer, touching the food. Well, I'd say using a probe thermometer personally. The internal temperature of cooked. Yeah, using probe thermometer. Salmonella is an example of a virus, bacterial, but it is a virus. Cooked chicken is to be reheated. It must be. If cooked chicken is to be reheated, it must be warmed using a heating lamps. God no. Reheat it to at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 140 degrees, 60 degrees Celsius, 140 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. Reheated to at least 74 degrees Celsius, 165 within 2 hours. None of the above. I'm going to go with C. Reheated to 74 degrees Celsius. That's for reheated food. Yeah. Yeah, this would be good for fresh food, but this for reheated. Okay. An infected cut on your hand could cause what type of foodborne illness? Uh, Staph intoxication, salmonella, botulism, hepatitis A. Well, it depends if you got hepatitis or not, but we're going to go with the staph infection. Uh, Cracked eggs must not be used in food service establishment because they are messy, they are a source of salmonella, they don't taste right, they are difficult to store properly. They are a source of salmonella. Never invite salmonella to dinner. I'm telling you, they're a terrible couple. Yeah. Which temperature range do bacteria grow rapidly? 4 to 60, 15 to 80. See, I knew this was going to, but at least it's in American too, 7 to 67, 25, 40 to 4 degrees to 60. I can go with that one. Which is the most important temperature measurement? Temperature of an oven, temperature of the kitchen, temperature of food, temperature of a fridge. I'm going to say temperature of food. Okay. Choose the false statement. Select one. Reheat to 70, 40, 175 within. Will thoroughly cook leftovers. Freezing will kill all pathogens. That's not true. Pathogens do not grow well above 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. Most pathogens grow slowly below 4 degrees, which is a false statement. Freezing will kill all pathogens. It won't. But let's go back to this. Reheating 174 degrees thoroughly cooks leftovers. So did we pick 74 degrees on the reheat question? I know we had a reheat question. Yes, we did. Reheat to at least 74 degrees. Okay, all right. That's a good way to check. Hey, guys. Okay. All right. You go away. Frozen food should be kept at a temperature of, select one, 0 degrees 30 below or lower, 18 degrees. Frozen foods, definitely 32. Minus 12, 19, minus 18 degrees or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to say minus 18. Yeah. Frozen foods. Yeah, minus 18. If a customer serves, if a customer suffers a severe allergic reaction to something they ate, you should ask the customer to stay calm until they feel better, give them a glass of water, call an ambulance, call the local health department for advice. Well, let's call an ambulance, maybe. Because we're not a dick. To prepare 100 ppm bleach sanitizing solution, I knew this was going to come, for dishwashing in a sink. Mix 2 milliliters of bleach with every 1 liter of water. Mix 1 part bleach to every 10 parts water. Mix 4 milliliters of bleach with every 1 liter of water. None of the above. Shit. Shit. Uh, the best one is mix 2 milliliters of bleach with every 1 liter of water, but something tells me that's wrong. So I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to go none of the above. A food handler with diarrhea shall work only with raw food, work only with ready to eat food, not handle food, work only with fruits and vegetables. Get out of my fucking restaurant is what you should do. Not handle food at all. Go home. That's just me, guys. That's just me. Storing food on shelves at least 15 centimeters off the floor will help too. Keep the food fresh, prevent contamination of food, make room for chemical cleaners. None of the above. Prevent the contamination of food. You hit it with a mop or something, it's going to get contaminated. So, yeah. True or false? Frequent hand washing is preferred over glove use. That is totally true. The water temperature in a sanitizing rinse cycle of a high temp mechanical dishwasher must be at least 82 degrees Celsius. There we go. A good pest control program must include good housekeeping, keeping food off the floor. Wow, who keeps food on the floor? Treatment from uh, licensed pest control operator as necessary. All of the above. I'm going to say all of the above. Um, Hand washing basins must be equipped with hot and cold running water, liquid soap, and paper towels in dispensers. Hand sanitizers A and B. A and B. Okay. Cutting boards must be washed and sterilized after each use. Washed using industrial strength soap. Salted and then oiled to prevent cracks. Well, that is true, but I doubt they care about that. Sa- Sanded every week to remove cracks. No, no. Washed and sterilized after each use. There we go. Hey, we got 10 more to go. That's it. That's nice. Okay. Which of the following should not be used in a sanitizer? Select one. Chlorine bleach. Blah blah blah. Ammonium. Iodine. Vinegar. The purpose of sanitizing dishes is to cut cut the grease, reduce water spots, kill pathogens, add shine and sparkle. Wow, there, add shine and sparkle, of course. No. The temperature of a fridge must be kept at 4 degrees or lower. I keep mine at about one. Uh, um, insectable insecticide Okay, insecticide must be select one. Place Placed above food. No. Labeled and stored in a compartment separate from food. Placed next to food. Used only during regular hours of operation. Labeled and stored in a compartment separate from food. What course? What courses most foodborne? What causes? Sorry, guys. Most foodborne illnesses. Select one. Poor ventilation, cross contamination, not properly covered food, time, temperature, abuse of food. Um, what causes most foodborne illnesses? We're going to go with the time and temperature. Abuse of food. It could be cross contamination, but I'm going to go with time and temperature. Which of the following is not an example of critical control point, CCP, in preparing lasagna? Ensure fresh ground beef from suppliers delivered of at 4 degrees or 40 degrees Fahrenheit or colder. Boiling pasta until soft. Yeah. Who cares? Cooking ground beef to at least 71 degrees. Yeah. Cooking lasagna leftovers through danger zone within 6 hours. Yeah. So it's definitely boiling pasta till soft. Like they don't care how, they don't care if you serve, you know, dried pasta, you know. Food cools when quickly when left to stabilize at room temperatures for at least 3 hours. Not good idea. Placed in a slow pans and placed in shallow pans and refrigerated. That's a good one. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Clear my choice. Placed in shallow, stirred and frequently in an ice water bath. Both B and C. Yeah, yeah. The food premises. Yeah, regulation is a guideline for food service industry, federal legislation, municipal bylaw, provincial legislation. How the fuck do I know? The food premise regulation is um, I really hope it's federal legislation because if it's not, it should be. That's cleaning dishes and utensils must be handled without touching the eating surface before washing hands, only with gloves. Clean dishes and utensils must be handled without touching the eating surface before. Yeah. Uh, Ceilings need to be smooth and easily cleanable in a kitchen area because they can transmit microorganisms. Select one. True, false. True. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's take a look. What do we get? Does it say? Answer saved. Oh, I see. Okay, I get a chance to change my answer. Okay. Submit all and finish. Submit all and finish. 47 out of 50, 94%. Not bad. Okay, which ones did I get wrong? 24. Salmonella is an example of a virus. Well, what's the right answer? Correct answer is bacteria. Oh, is it? Okay. All right. 33. Preparation, ppm. I knew one of these would get me. I knew it. Bleach solution sterilization for dishwashing in the sink is the correct answer is 2 millimeters of bleach for every 1 liter of water. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Good enough. And the third one I got wrong. Okay. The food premise regulation is federal legislation. Yeah, I knew I'd get this one wrong. The correct answer is provincial legislation. It really should be federal legislation. I'm sorry, but that should be Canada wide, not you know suggested by every province. Screw that. Every fucking province. This is how you do it. Bingo. Not oh you decide and you decide and you decide. Okay. So this one I totally disagree with. I think I'm right on this one. I will submit that I got the other two right, wrong, but this one, I really think it should be federal. And I'd argue that fact, but I'm not going to. Okay. So, so I got 47 out of 50, which, I'm not totally happy with, but I'm not pissed off about either. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. And hopefully you guys will take it too, that I'm serious about food safety. Even though I'm just cooking from home and just cooking for you guys, I hope you take it that I'm serious. So, thank you for watching. This has been the Anti Chef Don, and this is Don's Empty Kitchen. And once again, you guys have value, you guys have worth, and you deserve a place in this world. So find that one thing that's going to get you out of bed in the morning and do it. And don't let anybody tell you any different either. Okay, I'm Don the Anti Chef, and I'm pulling for you. Take care. See you in the next episode. Bye, guys.